Hey friend, today I'm going to talk about the SPL Channel One Mk3, which is a full channel strip, amazing to record bass, drums, guitars, all kinds of instruments, and especially amazing when recording vocals. I actually think that this channel strip potentially has one of the best recording vocal chain on the market right now. But it's going to be for you to let me know in the comment section down below, because on this video I'm going to go through all the parameters and settings we have with this channel strip. My good friend Steve Durkins is also going to be part of this and will record his vocals by using this channel strip. On top of that, I'm going to take Steve's recorded vocals from CUBASE and use the Channel One Mk3 as a mixing tool by going and testing all the processing we have on this unit. So make sure you leave your comments down below and let us know if you think that the Channel One Mk3 has one of the best vocal chain when it comes to hardware recording and mixing. And to be fully transparent, SPL sent me that unit a few months ago for me to try out before deciding to make this video or not. And I've been working with it since then. I actually use this channel strip to record most of my YouTube videos, where I have my voice microphone that is right on top of me, connected straight into the preamp of this channel strip, going through some processing like the de-esser, the EQ, the compression, commit and record right away so I don't have to deal with the processing when I edit the videos. So I save time and I get a good sounding voice on my videos, and also when I stream with my MCC members. So all that to say that this guy is not leaving my studio anytime soon. Okay, Steve, this is the SPL Channel One Mk3.
This is your new friend.
That's my new friend, and I love it.
You've been telling me about this friend.
I know, it's great. An amazing channel strip, awesome on vocals, and all sorts of different instruments. Yeah. There's lots you can do with this. Okay, now I'm gonna go over like the parameters, the settings, all the features we have with this one, and then
we get to use it.
We're gonna get to use it.
This is the part I like.
This is the part you like.
Let's get through this part.
And that's the part I like. Okay,
let's
so
go.
I'm gonna make it quick. Instrument input, 2 mics input. Why 2 mics input? Because it's a single channel channel strip. So why 2 mics input? Okay, very useful to test 2 mics. You know, which we'll do after. You know, if you want to get the best microphone for your recordings, you can actually do it with this channel strip. On top of comparing 2 microphones, the mic A and mic B feature can be very useful in other matters. Like for example, on my end, I have my top microphone that I use to film my videos connected straight into the mic A input. And I have another condenser mic, which is the Lewitt 640TS that is connected in mic B. So this way I can just switch from one mic to the other, readjust a few settings without having to go to the back of the channel strip to unconnect one mic and connect the other every time I want to switch. Phantom power, self-explanatory, then a pad, phase reverse, and a high-pass filter. Tube saturation is pretty cool and sounds great also. And the cool thing is this, listen to the click when I turn the saturation on.
A little relay dealy.
There you go. So that means the tube saturation works.
Yes.
And we'll test this out later also. Very nice harmonic distortion.
Musical, they call that.
Musical.
That's the word.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the cool thing about this channel strip is the de-esser. And this is one of my favorite feature out of this channel strip, you know, because I do use it when I record my videos, when I'm on a live stream.
Yeah.
My microphone goes into this channel strip and it helps me to try to get everything right at the source, so I don't have to, you know, remix the whole thing.
I do sometimes watch your stream and I'm like, those are good S's.
There you go. That's because of this guy.
Now I know how
you know. So it's a 2-stage de-esser. Now the low one will have a central frequency at around 6.4 kilohertz, and for the high, it goes at 11.2 kilohertz. They work independently from each other, so that's great. And the way it de-esses the signal is by reversing the phase of the S's.
Not just dipping the whole
It's not
mess.
a compression thing, it's more of a phase reverse thing, which is quite nice. Okay. All right, so that works well. Transient Designer, awesome on drums.
That's the SPL thing.
That's the
like
SPL
in my
thing.
world.
You know
Transient Designer, like, love that box.
They're
I love
known.
that box.
They're known for
I like the plug-in, but I like the box.
The box is awesome.
We always debate that, right?
And you know,
plug-in versus hardware.
Yeah, good on bass, good on drums. You know, some maybe rap vocals, maybe you know.
Yeah, Titan.
Yeah, exactly.
Acoustic guitar. Amazing.
acoustic
Love it.
guitars.
Just
Yeah,
warm,
for
warm,
sure.
warm.
So
Yep,
you want to
yep.
control the sustain. You can
Yeah.
add more sustain,
Yep.
get some sustain out of the way.
Yep.
Same for the attack, a bit more attack, less of an attack to smooth up the transients. You can do so with a transient designer. Then we have the compressor. Now the compressor is actually a very smooth and transparent type of compressor. It's a dual VCA compressor. So it has like 2 VCAs basically. One that will take care of the, now I'm gonna get a bit more.
Well, you're about to get your professor thing going.
I'm gonna wear the white coat.
You do a thing with your hands when you have to teach me something.
I'm about to embark on an historic journey.
So one VCA compressor will take care of the positive side of the waveform, the signal. The negative side is going to be taken care of by the other VCA compressor, and then they're going to sum up and make everything sound smooth and transparent. Fixed ratio at 2.5 to 1.
And no attacky.
And no attack, no
releasey
release. All program dependent, so you don't need to think about it.
Okay.
And it does it pretty well.
Thinks about it well for you.
It thinks about it well.
Yeah, I'm not very bright, so that's convenient.
Exactly. There you go. So I was about to say, you need this, Steve. You need
I
this.
use it on all the settings.
Makeup gain, the VU meter, you know, gain reduction, input, output, as far as the level goes.
Yep.
Very nice EQ, a 2-band EQ.
Yep.
Okay, so one that will go, you know, mid-range bass frequencies, and then we have the mid and some top end and high frequencies also.
Air.
It goes out, it goes even up to 15K, if I'm not mistaken, 15 or 12K.
That's great, but air.
12K. The air. Oh, this is great though.
It's got air.
Air is like super high top end frequencies to add some air.
Magic. Magic.
It's the magic kind of.
Air's a
how
weird
would you
thing.
describe air?
It's a weird thing. It does open it up. That to me.
It
But it's
does.
one of those things you notice it when it goes away.
Exactly.
It makes
You
me
bypass
sad
it.
when it goes away.
Makes me
It makes
sad.
my heart sad.
I love it.
And then I overdo it. It's a whole problem.
Exactly.
It just
very,
does a
very
thing.
nice. Very nice to just open up the sound. Okay.
Yeah.
Great on vocals. Great on everything. Basically, you want to bypass the EQ. You know, you just on and off the compressor, also transient designer, de-esser, and all that stuff. You can mute the whole thing all at once. And that's it. Now, the cool thing is these guys also where you can bring the tube saturation post or pre.
Cool.
Okay, so pulse it's going to go and it's going to saturate after all the processing
Yep.
at the end of the strip, and pre is going to be at the preamp level before it goes into the essing and all that stuff. And the EQ pre-TD, which is the transient designer, so you can bring your EQ just straight behind the transient designer, so everything that follows the transient designer will be pre-EQ. So transient designer and also the compressor, which is great.
You can affect what it sees.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
So you
yeah,
can
yeah.
actually play with that. You know,
It's
if you want to add a
tricky.
bit more, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You know, and I like by default what I do, I keep it at the end.
Yeah.
So I EQ first and then I compress.
Yeah.
But there you go. So that's basically how that works.
That's cool. Can we do it now?
You
Can
can't
we
wait.
make
You
noises?
can't wait.
I want to make noises.
You want to make noises?
Let's
eh?
use it.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so the cool thing again with the SPL Channel One Mk3 is I have like these two mics connected straight into the two microphone inputs, so I'll be able to A/B test those two mics. Ready?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
do
ready.
it. All right, so first one is going to be the Mini K67.
Just sing. Let's do it again.
I'm singing through the Channel One Mk3. It's the channel strip next to me. I hope we get to learn some real cool stuff. But boy, she sure does look pretty.
That's all the song you get.
So that's the song.
That's
That
the song.
is the song. It's awesome.
Oh, we should trademark that. Let's copyright that song quick.
Okay, cool. So next thing that I'm gonna do here, okay, is to record with compression. That could be tricky.
Yeah.
That could be tricky to record with compression on. Is this something that you
it's
do
daring.
that you do on your side?
Not regularly.
Not regularly. Okay.
It's scared of commitment.
That's the thing. And the beauty with the Channel One that there's a dry output. Oh, that works in parallel to the processed output, which is great. So I can actually record a signal using some compression like I'm
Okay.
gonna do now. I'm gonna add some compression on the
Yeah.
way in. We'll see how that goes, okay? And then I also have the dry signal that I can record on a separate track
For safety.
for safety.
Yeah.
So that is actually a very good way to experiment
Like this.
with committing
Yeah.
and at the same time playing on the safe side,
Yeah.
you know, and record with compression. The good thing about, like for me, as far as I'm concerned, when recording with compression, is first to get the singer maybe a better experience. You know, with tone, with vibe, with movement, you know, with that kind of...
It's true.
You
You
know?
can set a compressed side just to the
singer,
headphones.
you know, just for the monitoring, you know, and you can take care of the dry signal afterwards, you know, but use this for, you know, on my side, when I record my videos, I use the compression right away and I commit to it. Okay, so let's do this again, and I'm gonna dial in a bit of compression this time, and I'm gonna use this channel here.
Song again.
And this will record the dry signal on that channel, which is routed in CUBASE on a second input.
All right.
All right.
I think it'll be the same song.
Let's do it. You want to test it a bit?
Check, check, check. I'm testing the mic, testing compression to hear how this thing sounds. It's compressing.
It's compressing.
Whoa. Hey.
Let's do it.
I'm singing through the Channel One Mk3. It's the channel strip next to me. We can learn how compression sounds. So far it sounds pretty.
Okay, so cool. Now we have like a compressed sound and also an uncompressed sound. So we have the safety track also, which is great. Okay, so let's try the other mic.
Let's.
Okay, so I'm gonna try the V67, and for now I'm gonna bypass the compression.
You gotta switch.
And there you go. Now that should do it.
Oh, it disappeared. It like safety. It's safetied.
It's
between
safety.
mics. It didn't pippity pop.
No, it didn't. You're
That's
right.
kind of cool. It disappeared.
There you go.
Headphone guy, thanks you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so let's try this again with the V67, but only the preamp and the no processing.
Check. I'm singing through the Channel One Mk3, 'cause it's the preamp next to me. Maybe we'll learn some real neat stuff today. This mic sounds nice and pretty.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That sounds different.
It sounds different. It's a bit more dark, I would say.
Yeah, it doesn't have all that.
No, exactly.
It's a very clean preamp.
It is. Okay, now I have the dry channel without any compression. That was the safety track we recorded. And I'm gonna add the external plugin in CUBASE so I can route the hardware, the SPL, straight into CUBASE and mix with it. Okay, so let's listen to that dry recording first.
I'm singing through the Channel One Mk3. It's the channel strip next to me. We can learn how compression sounds. So far it sounds pretty.
All right, so yeah, it sounds pretty. Let's make it sound
silly.
even prettier. What about that?
I don't know if it's possible.
I don't know, but we'll start by adding a de-esser, because that, like, this microphone's a bit brighter.
It's a bright mic.
You know, and your voice kind of produces a bit of S's. So let's try to fix this with the de-esser.
I'm singing through the Channel One Mk3. It's the channel strip next to me. We can learn how
That's pretty cool. The second line has lots of sibilants. So
it's the channel strip next to me.
okay, let's bypass it.
It's the channel strip next to me. It's the channel strip next to me.
Let's overdo it.
It's the channel strip next to me.
Still pretty good.
It's not an offensive de-esser.
No, at all.
It's the channel strip next to me.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I like it.
It doesn't do the lispy thing.
No,
Like
that's the thing.
Yeah, it's doing this. It still sounds like an S.
Might be because of the way it de-esses the signal, you know, with the phase shift instead of compression. So kind of like that. Very nice, transparent de-esser. So that was actually the perfect recording to test it out. So let's jump on the second one, the V67 this time. See how that microphone sounds like.
I'm I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me.
Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna
That mic sounds way better.
It does.
I think for my voice.
Like for your
that
voice,
yeah.
anyways, it does
Yeah.
sound pretty good. It's fat, you know, it's smooth, natural, love it. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit of de-essing, not as much, I don't need to add as much. Let's work on the compression. Let's add some compression and see how that goes.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me. Maybe compression sounds better on this mic. It could be the one we like.
I think that's the one we like, actually.
That is. It could be.
Very nice compression, honestly.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me.
Very good sounding compressor.
That's a good sounding compressor.
Yeah, like I'm getting like 5 dBs of gain reduction.
Yeah. I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me.
Pretty nice. It's very transparent. I like the smoothness of the compressor.
Yep.
I don't get that pumping effect when you add a lot. Let's overdo it.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, Steve, we'll add some EQ to the signal, a bit of air. Why don't we start with
Aforementioned air.
with some air and add a bit more openness to the sound? Is that a word?
It is now.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me. Maybe compression sounds better on this mic.
Okay, cool. So, you know, just by adding a bit of top end, you open up the sound, and when you bypass it, you can feel it right away.
And it's different than high end.
Yeah,
You mean like,
Yeah,
know what I mean?
no,
Like
for
it's
sure.
its own thing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. I love that.
You can get addicted to that.
I could, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Potential is there,
Put
man.
that on everything.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me. Maybe compression sounds better on this mic. It could be the one we like. I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me.
That's pretty cool. Okay, let's add a bit of saturation now.
So clean.
It is clean.
All the moves are clean, right?
It's so
Like, there's
clean.
nothing
You're right.
violent happening.
No, you're right.
It's just very,
Smooth and clean.
yeah, yeah.
What about we dirty that sound up a bit?
Yeah, more knobs.
Okay, so more knobs. Let's go with tube saturation.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me. Maybe compression sounds better on this mic. It could be the one we like.
You want saturation, you got saturation.
It's saturating.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me.
Love it.
Transient designer.
Transient designer?
Let's make it a hip hop vocal.
Let's make a
Let's
hip
go.
hop vocal.
I'm singing through this Channel One Mk3. It's still right next to me. Maybe compression sounds better on.
That is definitely not the vocal to add the transient designer
No.
on, but it gives you a very,
But it's
very
the
good
vocal
idea.
you have.
That's the vocal I have
That's a good one.
with the singer I have to work with.
The budget wasn't high.
You know, exactly. You know, so, you know, this is what we can do with limitations.
That's right.
I love that. You know, transient designer on a vocal.
The right vocal.
What's your take?
Yeah. Pop, like forward, like the right, obviously.
Yeah.
Like any spice.
Exactly.
Right flavor for the right
Hip hop.
dish. Yep, pop.
Pop, pop.
Just pop.
Just pop.
Hook. Yep.
There you go. Something like punchy, you
Because
know.
right now we've just got a vocal that does this.
No, exactly.
Which is cool, right? Like for pop, Like this thing's just a block of sound now with what we've done to it.
This is exactly what you can do with this type of channel strip, but it's the sound. I love like the smoothness we get with the sound, you know? There's so many stuff you can do with this.
A lot of knobs.
It's like so many knobs, so many knobs, man. But no, I love it. You know, I love to work with it. I use it all the time on my videos also. And it's a great, great preamp and channel strip to record with and even to mix with. Now, the only feature that I think is missing is to be able to bypass the whole processing all at once. So that would have been a very cool feature to have on this unit. Apart from that, honestly, I love it. It's great, it sounds good. The preamp on its own sounds amazing, clean, transparent, and it just sounds professional for some reason. And for me, I love to record with some processing on the way in, like a bit of compression, a bit of saturation if I need to, and sometimes a bit of tone shaping. And the de-esser side, I find it very, very useful for my needs anyway. Since I'm doing YouTube videos and I also do live streams, I have access to a great sounding de-esser while recording my voice. And that plays a lot for me anyways. Now, if we want to talk about the price, if we go on the Sweetwater website, the Channel One Mk3 will go out at $2,300 US, which is not for all budgets. So if you're new to music production and you just started your home studio adventure, there's better options for your need out there. And I think it's a fair price considering the fact that we have access to a bunch of processors within the same unit. So if you were to buy all of these processors plus a high quality preamp of that quality separately, it would probably go way above this price range. Now, let me know what you think and also what you record with when recording music. Do you work with an external preamp or several preamps, or you go straight by using the preamp from your sound interface and just use plugins? There's no right or wrong answers. It's all about your needs, your workflow, and your personal preferences. This song is gonna be stuck in my head now.
Not in a good way.
Hold that time was off.
I'm singing through this.
It's not going to saturate whatsoever. It's going to be completely bypassed. And
speaking of bypass, we made a hit song with it today.
We made a song with it today, so that says
You forgot
a
hit.
lot.
You forgot hit song.
Top 40. Rick Beato is going to talk about this song.
Yes. Oh, we gotta get a new job.